Hey friends, welcome to Farah Insights, where curiosity meets knowledge, and ideas inspire action, and together we'll explore ideas that help us learn, grow, and see the world differently. Let's explore together. Every day, from the moment you wake up until you go to sleep, your brain makes thousands of decisions. Some are small. What should I wear? What should I eat? Should I reply to this message now or later? Others are life-changing. Which career should I choose? Should I start a business? Can I trust this person? Should I invest my money? We like to believe that these decisions are rational, that we carefully weigh the evidence before making up our minds. But what if I told you that many of your decisions are made before you're even aware of them? What if the greatest influence on your choices isn't your intelligence, but the invisible shortcuts your brain has developed over millions of years? Today, we're uncovering one of the most fascinating discoveries in psychology. Your brain is designed to help you survive, not necessarily to help you think objectively. And understanding that difference could completely change the way you make decisions. Part 1: Why your brain uses shortcuts. Let's travel back thousands of years. Imagine our ancestors living in a world filled with uncertainty. There were no smartphones, no search engines, no scientific journals. Every decision had to be made quickly. If a bush suddenly moved, was it the wind? Or a predator? Waiting too long to analyze the evidence could cost your life. So evolution favored brains that could make rapid judgments. These mental shortcuts, known as heuristics, allowed humans to survive. Most of the time, they worked remarkably well. But the modern world is very different. The same shortcuts that once protected us now influence how we interpret news, choose political leaders, evaluate products, and even judge other people. Our brains are using ancient software in a modern world. And sometimes, that software creates errors in judgment. These errors are called cognitive biases. Part 2: Confirmation bias, the comfort of being right. Imagine you're considering buying a particular smartphone. You've already decided that brand A is the best. What do you do next? You search for reviews. But without realizing it, you spend more time reading positive reviews about brand A and dismiss the negative ones as exaggerated. Now imagine this pattern extending beyond shopping. Politics, religion, health, education, relationships. We naturally seek information that confirms what we already believe because certainty feels comfortable. Psychologists call this confirmation bias. It doesn't happen because we're unintelligent. It happens because changing our beliefs requires effort, humility, and sometimes admitting we were wrong. Our minds often protect our existing worldview because consistency feels psychologically safe. Research insight. One of the most influential findings in cognitive psychology is that people tend to search for evidence that supports their existing beliefs more readily than evidence that challenges them. This tendency has been observed across different ages, cultures, and levels of education. The lesson isn't that humans are irrational. It's that our minds naturally prefer certainty over uncertainty. That's why genuine learning often begins with a simple question. What if I'm wrong? Part 3: The cost of thinking too fast. Imagine walking into a supermarket. One product is marked. Originally $100. Now only $60. Immediately, your brain thinks, that's a great deal. But pause for a moment. What if the product was never worth $100 in the first place? What if the original price existed only to influence your perception? This is called anchoring. Our brains use the first piece of information they receive as a reference point, even when that reference has little relevance. Marketers understand this. Negotiators understand this. Businesses understand this. The question is, do we? Part 4: Why we fear rare events. After seeing repeated news reports about airplane accidents, many people become afraid of flying. Yet statistically, traveling by car carries greater everyday risk. So why does flying feel more dangerous? Because our brains remember dramatic events more easily than ordinary ones. Psychologists call this the availability heuristic. Our minds confuse what is memorable with what is common. The more vivid an event appears, the more likely we believe it is to happen. Media, advertising, and social platforms often amplify this effect by repeatedly showing emotionally charged stories. Part 5: How to Outsmart Your Own Mind. The goal isn't to eliminate cognitive biases. That's impossible. They are part of being human. The goal is to become aware of them. Here are 4 practices that can dramatically improve your thinking. 1. Slow down important decisions. Your first instinct isn't always your best judgment. 2. Seek disagreement. Read opinions that challenge your beliefs. Growth begins where comfort ends. 3. Ask for evidence. Confidence is persuasive, but evidence is convincing. 4. Stay intellectually humble. Changing your mind when presented with better evidence isn't weakness. It's wisdom. Final reflection. Perhaps intelligence isn't measured by how much we know. Perhaps it's measured by how willing we are to question what we think we know. Critical thinking isn't about winning arguments. It's about getting closer to the truth. The moment we stop believing we're immune to bias, we become better learners, better leaders, better citizens, and better human beings. If today's video helped you understand your own mind a little better, imagine what we'll discover together in the weeks ahead. Here at Farah Insights, we don't just explore ideas, we uncover the science, stories, and research behind the way our world works. If you believe learning should challenge the way we think, not just fill our minds with information, then you're in the right place. Take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss an insight. Share this video with someone who enjoys meaningful conversations, because one question can start a new way of thinking. And remember, stay curious. Keep learning. Question boldly. Because one insight can change everything. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.